Jada. Freaky Jada. She is out here neck and neck with Gabrielle Union. She is throwing Will under the bus once again, and it's not looking too good for her. And it's making the whole family look bad because instead of just talking to Will privately about her matters, which she has expressed that, he should be able to read her mind, but that's not how things work in a marriage. If she can talk to him privately about her concerns and not air out so much family business, then it won't look so embarrassing and humiliating. Now, while we can respect her honesty of being freaky Jada and not undercover freaky Jada, it still doesn't send a good message to the people, and also it's not a good look for Will. As you can see, she's clearly not happy. If you listen to her, she's real knowledgeable, but as y'all can clearly see, she really doesn't know what she wants. She don't know what she wants. A lot of people are out here in a midlife crisis right now, and this is what it looks like. That's why you see a lot of old folks out here messing up these young folks' lives, because they trying to live through them. But she doesn't want to display that because as she thinks she's moving forward, she's still taking two steps back and ending up in a cycle and in the same place over and over and over again. And it always comes back to this type of humiliation when it comes to how dissatisfied she is. Now we can both witness how they both played their part in the marriage, and how there was a lot of outside relations outside the marriage. But I want to ask, do you think that these outside relations, even though they considered that even though they both were agreeable, do you think that this plays a part to where they're at now and why this dissatisfaction is carried on? See, he's the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, and she's from a whole different world. So when you have two people that's not on the same page and from different worlds, and they come together, those two worlds collide. Now Jada, I know times is hard right now, and money's kind of down, and people trying to look for content and stuff like that. But you can't use your own husband for content. There's some things you got to keep to yourself, and some things you got to work out, especially when it's private business. Now you got 50 Cent over here. You got 50 Cent right here. It says 50 Cent on Jada Pinkett Smith discussing sex life with Will Smith. Why she keep doing this ish like this? This is what 50 Cent been asking. What he asking. Now it says 50 Cent is clearly perplexed as to why Jada Pinkett Smith keep discussing her marriage with Will Smith in a public setting. Fifth took to Instagram on Thursday, where he shared a screenshot of a headline about Jada discussing the intimacies of sustaining a healthy sex life with Will. Why she keep doing this ish like this? It makes the relationship appear weak. First an entanglement, and now this. Come on, what the F, 50 Cent wrote. Jada Pinkett Smith opens up on the difficulty of maintaining a healthy sex life with Will Smith. I mean, one thing I do gotta agree with is, I can understand how you can ask a question like that, because then I think about myself. I wouldn't want nobody airing out my sex life to the public, and I everybody know how I get down and what I do and what I can't do. Because then if I do decide to move on, or if one of these people right here decide to move on, then these people that have all this information about the person can gather that up and come up with their own conclusion about them. They can just, pick them apart based off of the information that's put out there, instead of finding out for themselves. So it can put a damper on their future. Personal business needs to stay inside the home. Now it says right here, Jada breached the topic of sex and marriage with Gwyneth on a Red Table Talk, a conversation that led to another round of memes and comments from the internet. It's hard, Jada said during the conversation with Paltrow. I mean, the thing Will and I talk about a lot is the journey. We started in this very young, 22 years old. That's why the accountability part really hit for me, because I think you expect your partner to know your needs, especially when it comes to sex. It's like, well, if you love me, you should know. If you love me, you should read my mind. That's a huge pitfall. But then at the same time, you got to look at how long they've been together too. Like if it was that bad, you got to think about it lasted so long. But then at the same time, you know that things from the beginning don't be the same way when you be with a person for a long time. And so is it a thing that this was always an issue, or is the thing that y'all been together so long to now you have to keep doing things to keep the fire burning? You know, sometimes we get perplexed with our thinking when it comes to the time frame of how long we've been with somebody, and we assume that it's always been an issue when it wasn't. On the day the episode aired on October the 27th, Jada took to Twitter to assume everyone that she has a great sex life with Will. Took to Twitter to assure everyone that she has a great sex life with Will, whom she had been married for 20 years. Only because I got time today. Stop making up headlines, she wrote. Will and I have never had an issue in the bedroom. Thank you. Only because I got time today. Okay, so this is what she put up there. But then she puts that on there. As you can see, it says that she posted that only because I got time today, she's going to assure everyone that she has a great sex life with Will. But then right here it says Jada Pinkett Smith speaks on difficulties of maintaining healthy sex life with Will. You see that right there? So she is the one putting this information out. And then now when stuff hit the fan, she want to retract what she's saying. So I just say that you got to be real careful about the things that you put out here, because you don't know which way it's going to go. Sometimes people's intentions are good when they're trying to speak up on things and they're trying to help other people, and they get to talking too much, and then now people kind of pick up on something different than what you're putting out there, and now you got to go back and try to fix it, which is what Jada tried to do right here. You guys, let me know what you guys think about this. I'm out.